Alright, welcome back to another league race. This time we're back with FTRL for week number 5 of the GT World Tour, which is taking us to Germany, which takes us to the one and only Nurburgring. Sprint weekend again, so qualifying is the same kind of story. We got a Q1, a Q2 and a Q3. And we will have 3 races around the Nurburgring GP, and that is a great start right there. That is brilliant stuff. Anyways, this obviously has the potential to throw weather into the mix. This is one of the tracks it can rain at here, so yeah, we've got that to take in mind as well. So yeah, that well, obviously they're always being reset each time after qualifying, so yeah, that could obviously have potential to throw us in the works. I honestly feel good around this track. I feel good about this track. I do like this a lot. It's a fun track, not the short version, of course. I mean the long version. Q1 then we actually were very competitive there. What did we do? We did we were good enough for P3 at least of the running. I just want to see what the time it was, but so for reference. But anyways, Q2 did not go as smoothly. I spun on my first flying lap, and I was kind of just reeling for confidence and time after that. So it was a real mess, and unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get through to Q3, which is really annoying because in dry conditions I felt very competitive here, and yeah, I'm already out in Q2, so that's a big blow. That's a big bummer. But I just didn't recover really after that. So anyways, then Q3 got wet, and unfortunately the sprint race 1 is also wet, and that's bad news bears, because the finishing order of sprint 1 set up the grid for sprint 2, and yeah, these are difficult conditions to be in. So let's see if we can do them. We're starting for P10 actually. So anyways, traction 2 then. What are we on? Intermediates? Yeah, we're on intermediate tires. So yeah, here we go then. This will be fun. Away we go. And not the worst start in the world. I would say we've maintained mostly status quo. Do not go to traction 3. Good grief, you fool. This will be a fun breakings over turn 1 though. I kind of hit into the back of Sean a little bit. Thankfully, no one's race was completely ruined. Tom DeVal is trying to sneak through a gap, as am I. Yeah, oh dear, that's a tank slapper and a half. Yeah, admittedly, I stuck my car in the middle of a gap, a little bit of a small gap there. Just these are my first laps in the wet, so it's just, yeah, feeling my way around as best as I can and try not to completely ruin myself and someone else in the process. Oh dear, that's a tight gap there as well as Rom. So here's where are we at? Where are we at? There's Aaron behind. I was very early on the brakes, and Aaron swoops around the outside. Yeah, kind of checking up in front. Oh dear, and Rom and Aaron have come together. Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze on the left as well. There's not a lot of space here, and I think there's Dusty Fossil behind as well. I think there's Biggles. Is Biggles in the mix here as well? No, it's Pagani. Somewhere, I think, on my right-hand side. Oh my goodness, it's a little helter-skelter here, lap 1. This is all very chaotic, trying to feel our way around. It's not been a very particularly clean lap 1. It is, it is messy stuff. Oh dear, and there goes Rom. Dropping it on the throttle, so it's a bit of a mess. But this is what everyone wanted, right? This is what everyone looks for: is a bit of carnage and chaos in these wet conditions. There's several cars that have gone so far off the track. Aaron has absolutely obliterated Homer. It's a little messy. We've gained so many positions in this stretch here, so this is going okay, I think, all things considered. But it's a little messy. Yeah, it's especially like that downhill braking zone is difficult as it is, but in the wet it's even worse. Struggling with the car there. Good grief, that was close. Blue flag is gonna swoop around my outside then. He's a little bit more confident on the brakes, and he has the inside line here. So there's a dry line beginning to form, but we're too early for that quite yet. I'm just kind of filing behind then. We've got Pagani and Sean. We've got some quick boys behind. And I was thinking, like, I wasn't going to think for a move, was I? There's no way I would. That's a bit too far. So I got to slide in behind blue flag. My line here wasn't brilliant. And yeah, an unusual one there, because I think I've traction on. Or had I just turned it off? Do I have traction on? I think I do have traction on, so that's an unusual incident there. I just dropped on me. I don't know what happened there. Like, it wasn't. I didn't think I was that aggressive on the throttle, but anyways, yeah, similar to Brands Hatch, a bit of a strange one, but that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. To drop all those 7 positions on lap 2 there, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, we're kind of playing catch up for the rest of the way here. It's not great, and have we made the jump to dries already? I'm not sure actually. Maybe, no, I don't think we have. No, we're still on the wets. So my screen's very small, so I can't really sometimes see what's going on. A couple of guys have pitted onto the dries, and I think under normal circumstances maybe it would be worth considering. Well, other circumstances I think staying out would be the way to go, but there's too much of the race left, so we're going to use the mediums, and we're going to try and time the switch to 2 ye old dries and see what if we can make up. But God, that was close. Because the pit lane line penalty isn't on, there's no competitive advantage to staying on that line as on the wet. So you may as well go straight over to the dry. I know it's dodgy, but this is what the rules allow. So, I've seen other people do it in the past. So yeah, it's just following the example really. Will then has had a bit of a mare and gets onto the wet stuff, and he lets me go actually, I think. So we move up to P14 at least, which pace is actually okay. Like, there's a gaggle of cars in front. Again, if I had spun, I'd be in a good position, which is annoying, but such is life, I'm afraid. Lap 7 then. Oh dear, that's a spinneroo for Dusty Fossil. Again, I've learned a lot, in terms of wet racing and wet to dry racing, just what to avoid. The wet bits mostly. So yeah, we move up into P13 then. What have we got left? Oh, that's right. I got onto the wet stuff a little bit here and go for a spinneroo. I got too much on the curb. So there goes my good work. Well, good work. What work I had left. That is just, this is just adding insult to injury, isn't it? Oh, no, don't look. Why didn't I cut away? Anyways, that just, bad to worse really. This is the really annoying thing, and this is why I'm so mad it was wet and how this went, because not only did I shafted for this race, I'm starting last for race 2, so yeah, where did Aaron finish 4th? We were, right in the mix there. We could have had a top 7 finish there, so that's kind of annoying. That puts me in a rough position for race 2. So anyways, race 2 then, starting from P15. Well, we can't go backwards, Well, we can, but we can't lose track position. So we'll do what we can. This is dry this time, so at least we have that. And let's go for it. Nothing to lose, I suppose. 5 red lights, and away we go. That's a good start from Blue Flag. I thought initially the initial traction looked good, but we've got a decent start as well. We'd be holding position. Look at all these cars, look at all those chickens. Turn 1 then, let's see what carnage can unfold. Blue Flag, we thought he was going to go deep there, but he actually made the corner. We move up against Feber, who had a difficult turn 1 then. See if he could swoop around the outside of Ross. He has a check up in front because there's all sorts of there's Dusty Fossil, there's Panda. It's a little messy. Then we moved ahead of Ross. Well, Ross is still on the left hand side, but we should have the inside then for the right. Sweep in. Ross is still on the outside, but he has to check up a little bit there. So we move up into P13. So yes, we've made some places off the start. Woo! Happy fucking days. Let's see what we can do. What we can continue to do. Blue Flag and Dusty Fossil side by side, and then that's okay. Then we have a decent run on Dusty Fossil and heading into this hairpin, and I'm going to go for a dive here because I know my braking point into here. Leaves a space. He's a check up behind Blue Flag, and that we've got a nice little space and run, and boom, we move up then into P12. And so they're up 3 places on lap 1. Happy days. Not too often we get to see too many positives from a lap 1. That is Sean, who is having an off, and we move up into P11 then. So yeah, things are going well so far, it has to be said. Things are going very well indeed. Lap number 4 then, my job is made somewhat easier by Blue Flag going very deep and ploughing into the side of Will. That was tough to watch. But we move up into P9. Absolutely team-boned him, poor old Will. That will not be the last time he'll be T-boned. I can tell you that much for free. Lap number 9 then. So you've been catching up on Homer over this stint, and then we're going to go for a move then on the inside. I was a little deep on my behalf. However, we've managed to make the second corner. Will he swoop around my outside? No, we've got that position. It was a bit of a dive on my end, I must be honest. I missed the corner, but I thought he'd get the switch back and he didn't, so maybe he didn't get the best run out of turn 1 after that. But yeah, we move up and into P8, and that was it then. I think that was it. Yeah, last lap, lap 11, P8. Yeah, from P15. Not. I was kind of like, whew. I was after like huffing and heaving afterwards. That was a decent race, it must be said, to recover from last then to P8. So yeah, happy days. I very happy with that. We'll be mid-pack then for this last race then. It is we'll be on the soft, so we can go full attack. And looks cloudy, but we'll be okay, basically. Right, soft compound tires, last race of the evening then. We've had a stinker, a decent recovery. Starting in 8th on softs, we can fight with this. Let's do it. I've got high aspirations for this race. Let's go. Decent start. Homer and blue flag in front. We've got soft tires. I have to try and be patient with it. Oh dear, there's a... Yeah, I think unsafe moved across on one of the cars in front, but that's rough, man. I really hated that. That was... This shafted my race indirectly. I should be nowhere near this, and I'm really annoyed. I think there's Dusty Fossil, I think, that was also involved, and there's also contact, and yeah, it was all a bit messy, and we were looking to gain a place or two off the exit of turn 1, and now we've lost several positions on softs, and that's really upsetting. Well, not upsetting. I wasn't crying, obviously, but just annoying. It's annoying is what it is, because I was really looking forward to making a good launch on softs, and yeah, we've lost several positions as a result of things that weren't really our fault. Sneak up on the inside of Biggles. See if we can hang it on the inside. Yes, on exit, but he's side by side still, and a thin part of the road are going to have to give way here. But there's some penalties in front, and yeah, so we just what do I do here? That's the thing. Do I go for a move on Biggles? No, he defends it and absolutely opens a path to the Red Sea for Aaron to absolutely slip through. I cannot believe it. And Pagani's on the inside here as well. Sorry, there's Tom and Pagani's right behind me too. This lap 1 I'm absolutely furious by, because I shouldn't be anywhere near this. Biggles braked like 20 meters too early, and just Aaron and Tom have absolutely slung their way through. I'm absolutely fuming. So yeah, and that chicane. So this is I cannot believe it. An absolute disaster for chicane there to end this lap as well. Absolutely, I'm really annoyed by that. Even watching this now, I should be nowhere near this. I'm absolutely very upset by that turn 1. Anyways, though, we got to move on. There's 10 laps to go, and we're on soft tires. So let's see what we can do. Moving on then to lap 2 then. We're going to get by Pagani, who's going to serve a penalty. So that's 1 position gain then. So we just have to be patient. Then the field is trying to cycle its way through as well. So, we just have to work our way through it. But we're on softs. We got good pace. Oof, that was close to a penalty. I did get a penalty on a separate occasion, though. Really lap 3 then. Biggles is just going to let me basically through on the inside. So, right, I'll just walk on through. So Aaron was like, Biggles, what are you doing, man? So, yeah, thank you, Biggles. I appreciate that. Always enjoy a scrap with Biggles. And racing, it's good fun. We've got a lot of respect between us. Anyways, then moving on then to lap number 4. Aaron then is next on my list. Not to hit into the back two, but down the inside. We get the car stopped. Yep, happy days. But Aaron is going to get he's going with a loss of my back end there. Aaron's going to slip on back through. Can I get back through down the inside? No, he covers that, to be fair to him. So yeah, that hasn't gone to plan. Yeah, just lost the back end there. And now I'm just looking at Aaron's ass all over again. So anyways, we're going to stick with this, though. I presume something else happens here. Lots of cars in front. We've got Aaron. We've got Panda. We've got Rom. We've got... I think there's a Tom Duval up there as well. So lots of drivers up there. Oh, a bit of a squiggle from Aaron. It's going to be a good run. And I do like my chances of outbraking someone into this hairpin. So Going to slip down the inside. Aaron gets a little spooked, I think, and kind of wobbles out of the way there. So move up then into P number 11, and yeah, happy days. We move on through. Will is next, but he is attacking Rom, and Rom, that gets Rom all out of sorts. And I'm going to go for a move down into chicane, but I just brake way too late. And I've twatted my teammate, which is about the worst thing you can do. And I've slammed into the barrier, and oh dear, that was me smashing my fist into my desk. Very upset. I don't like making contact with anyone like that, but when it's my teammate, and now I've lost a lot of positions too, I just add insult to injury. I was very angry. I'm very upset with myself after that, and obviously for Will. So, yeah, I think a combination of braking a little too late there, and
try really hard not to laugh.
well, I'm glad you could see the funny side of it, man.
I don't really.
I was very upset.
Oh, there we go.
Anyway, Rom's had enough. There goes Rom. It's all kicked off. I think, yeah, I braked a little bit too late, and then, yeah, I take a different line into that corner than other people do. So, and I was trying to overtake Rom as well, so it's very upsetting. So there goes Will. Oh, poor Will. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Das fist gone right through the floor. Oh, God. Lap 9 then, this race, yeah, it's all gone tits up. I'm still annoyed because I feel like I shouldn't have been in that position to begin with. I'm going for a big dive on Pagani here, but I am on softs. I can make the corner, and I do. No contact this time. Happy days. Woo. It's just it's a domino effect, because I feel like from lap 1 I shouldn't have been there, but like these things happen, I guess. But yeah, what could have been this race, man? What could have been? We could have had a real good result here, starting 8th, and with the carnage that ended up ensuing elsewhere. Yeah, just very upsetting. Biggles then has a penalty. Am I going to go for a move here? I think I am. Yeah, gonna go for a move. We get the car stopped. Yep, happy days. Some of my overtaking was actually okay. This is a track I feel confident of getting the car stopped. The irony of that, I realize, is rich, given that I exploded Will. But yeah, I felt like I got some decent overtakes done in some parts in this race. And Ross has a penalty then, but we're going to overtake then. So we're going to salvage a P9 out of all this. It could have and should have been a lot more, but anyways, well, an entertaining race, I'm sure, for many. For myself, though, I leave this weekend, this week of racing, with a sense of what could have been. Race 1 and race 3 were left lacking, to say the least. So very unhappy, pretty unhappy P9, it must be said. Yeah, not brilliant. Unsafe drove well again.
But I thought it was gonna.
Yeah, sorry, Will. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. Unsafe then carries on in P3. We have I put the right standings up? P7 still? Maybe I. No, I have not. Bear with me. Right, that's a bit more like it. Yes, I didn't think I was still 7th. Yeah, we're down in 9th after that kerfuffle of a week. So yeah, not brilliant. Unsafe actually jumped up to 2nd, so he's having a really good season at this point. So yeah, not my finest though, in more ways than one. So, and here's the oh god, we are a long way back now. Yeah, things in GT2 are not going well. So, and obviously we're having a mixed bag between ourselves and GT1. So yeah, we're looking at the big fat donut again in terms of being last. Which I think will be my 2nd season in a row, which is rough stuff. But anyways, though, that's going to do it for this week's edition of FTRL GT26, week number 5 around the Nurburgring. Next up, I believe, is... we're doing an endurance race around Dragon Trail Seaside. We haven't been around Dragon Trail Seaside regular direction for a long time. So yeah, that should be fun. Anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time.